Hi everyone, welcome to the fourth session on cashier system from Payomatix. So in the last session we discussed how merchant is going to see or configure a new PAPG from the master list. Now we will discuss the other two options that are available within the connector module. Those options are default options and second one is split payments. So let us discuss the default options. So basically, what happens is when you click on default options button, a pop-up window will open up and it will show all the four different payment methods that are available. So the first one is credit card, second is debit card, third one is UPI, fourth one is net banking. So the merchant, depending upon his preference, he will decide what option he is going to give to different PGs. So he will assign a defined a default connector. He can also define certain rules, and based on those rules connector will switch to a different PAPG. For example, if you define a rule that daily, once the amount reaches 20,000, instead of razor pay, shift to cash free. So based on the sum total of all the transactions, if that sum total has crossed 20,000, it will go to cash free, otherwise it will go to razor pay. And this is applicable for all the credit card transactions. Likewise, for debit card, he can configure, he can define 70% of my transactions should go. So what will happen? Automatically system will let me define 70% here, and let me say, so in case of pay local, if 70% of the transactions which are coming from debit card will go to pay local and 30% will go to cash free. So similarly, other rules can also be defined for default payment gateway and alternate criteria for the subsequent or the secondary payment gateway. Split payments. So before I move further, let me explain you what is the use case for split payments. Let me give you an example of a school which collects payment from the parents and distributes it to the other vendors which are working on behalf of school. Those vendors could be a transportation company, it could be a stationery shop within the school premise, it could be the uniform vendor, it could be a sports academy which is working inside the premise for other sport activities opted by the student. So how this functionality functions is that the merchant, in this case that is a school, defines the new vendors, and once they have created the new vendor, they have to let me show you how new vendor is created. Let me say cricket or stationery. So stationery shop @gmail.com, phone number, business. So let me put a PAN number 22CA something. Likewise, SIN number, PAN number. After filling all this information, bank details, address, the merchant will click on submit button. So once he clicks on the submit button, a new vendor will be created here. Now once vendor is created, then merchant will click here. So right now only one vendor is there, which is Kishan, that is the merchant himself. So only 100% option he can put. If there are multiple vendors that have been created, their name will appear here. their name will appear like this. So if there are more than one vendors, you can customize the payment percentage in them. If there are single vendor, if you want, you can put customized percentage, or if it is a 50-50 venture, you can say okay, equal percentage. Once percentage has been defined, you will click on the submit button. This will enable the auto split payment. Thank you.